Let's talk about these relays real quick on this relay panel and how to wire them up. So each one of these relays, you can do a completely and totally separate circuit. So I will probably do one relay to control my water pump and the fan on the radiator, and that's just going to be my cooling system circuit. So let's just talk about this one circuit for a minute, okay? So in these relay panels, there's a boatload of wires, right? And it could be all confusing if you try to do it all at once, but we're just going to talk about one circuit right now. So there's a main power wire coming into here, and there's a ground wire, and it's going to power this whole thing right here, right? And then essentially each one of those circuits will have a couple of color-coded wires. So this will be your trigger wire, and that's going to tell, once you put power to this, it's going to tell this thing to put power out. So it's connected to the main, power source, and it's got 12 volts going in here. And whenever you trigger this wire, then this wire is going to get 12 volts. And this wire is clearly much bigger, right? Because these things will hold a whole lot more amps. This will hold 30 to 40 amps compared to this little switch, which will not take that many amps. And again, switches aren't really made to take a lot of amps. So when you got a switch that isn't made to take a lot of amps and it's made in China, don't push it, right? So just go ahead and use one of these. So essentially what I'm going to do is this circuit here, I will have a yellow wire coming off the back of it, and it's going to run to my trigger wire into my relay. And so when I click this switch, it's going to send 12 volts to the trigger wire, which is going to energize this, which is going to send 12 volts in a lot, got a lot more capability to handle the amperage. That's going to send 12 volts over to my water pump and my cooling fan on the radiator. So simple as I can break it down, one circuit at a time. And that's really how you have to look at car wiring. Like if you look at a huge wiring diagram on even an old car, there's tons and tons of wires. But if you're just troubleshooting one circuit, like the cooling fan, forget all the other stuff. Just look at the cooling fan. There's usually a source, or there may be a switch, or maybe a relay, and then your cooling fan. That's it. These circuits are pretty simple. So just break it down that way, and don't look at all the rest of the wires on that diagram, or it could get confusing. So if you got any comments or questions, leave them, you know where to leave them.